Hey everybody, before you continue watching the video, make sure you give the channel a like and subscribe. Go and follow us on Instagram. Go and check out all the different social media scenarios. Make sure if you're enjoying the content, go there, like, subscribe, follow, so we can keep putting stuff out. If you've got any questions, leave a comment. All right, make a comment on either of our pages.
Fred, you've been teaching like for a long time, and you're doing a great job as well. And you guys doing a lot of privates. You do a lot of privates as well, normal classes. There's a lot of privates. And one thing that I want to talk to you guys is that there's always, I think a lot of people think that private classes, they just for people that, before the competition, I'm going to do some privates. Yeah. And it's funny because that's actually the thing that happened the least, right? Yeah. Majority of people that does privates are like people that are like, they have busy lifestyle or they want to improve quicker. They want to a safe training because with a coach, it's going to be nearly impossible for them to get hurt because you're training, you're guiding, you see the guy's going to get in a spot, you're going to change, you're going to open up.
We're skilled enough to control the intensity of sparrings and things like that.
And people like in a certain age, like which I am including myself right now, you have you want to make things, you have no problem on spending money to feel good. You know what I mean? Because this feel good means that you're going to go back to your work and you're going to be more productive. You're going to feel back to your family. You're going to feel better. So it's an awesome investment, right? And there's a lot of like people like over 30s there. We have privates for kids as well. You know what I mean? That we teach. We have privates for groups, for families. What do you feel like, you two here, what do you feel like how do you feel the importance of privates and what do you think you can address as well, like in terms of like give a little bit of guidance in the game or showing positions that they have difficulties, speed up their game? What are your points here, guys?
I think it's all that you said there. All that you said there. And I like to work on their games to be honest, because I don't want to go to a private and show something totally different that they're not used to, like
for sure.
With
this like point, I always try to get like whatever someone books a private of, I always ask them like, all right, what do you specifically want to work on? And normally I'm like, man, have a think about because this is something that's very uncommon for people. But like you're saying, looking at yourself, most people don't. Even with privates, they just turn up and say, all right, what can you show me? And it's like, I can show you whatever you want, but let's start from the beginning. All right, what are you actually already doing? So before you come into the private, what are you actually already doing? And how does it work? And do you have success with it? And what are the problems? Let's start with that. Let's fix the things that aren't working. And then if you want to add a few things here and there that help with what you're already doing, we'll do that. Because you can come and say, I want to get good at leg locks, and I can spend time on leg locks, but in one session you're not going to remember unless you're coming consistently and doing privates regularly. You're going to waste a session trying to learn a new skill that you can just watch on YouTube. You know what I mean? You can go and watch that on YouTube. You can go and watch that on BJJ 101. But unless you're actively working on it and performing it and doing it and rehearsing it and going over and spending a block of time doing that, you're just going to forget everything. So I think privates are like a really great tool for accelerating your learning, like you were saying before, and like giving you that extra thing to get on top of everything. And the more sessions you do and the more information you consume, the better you get, right? The more sessions, the more training, the more information, always the more you're going to improve. But only if you're taking it in and then doing something with it. Because a lot of people just consume information but never apply anything with it. You know what I mean? Like, people watch this or go and do seminars on how to meditate and do all these things and stuff, and then they go straight back to their normal life and nothing changes. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're putting that stuff that you're learning into application, like actually performing it in your life or in your day, you're wasting your time.
And just that ability as well, to like to be able for 1 hour to be taught technically, but also to roll with that person that has an expertise. That is like, you know, you're doing a high level jiu-jitsu, you're exposed to that kind of feeling, you know what I mean, that of in a training. So that's also priceless experience. I remember, I'm actually having this deja vu in my head. I remember, you see how much you like jiu-jitsu, for example. Like I remember I was a blue belt, can't remember age, maybe 17, maybe 16, I can't really remember. But I remember my parents gave a birthday present, said, what do you want? I said, man, I want 10 privates, you know what I mean? And then I done the 10 privates. And I still have positions from that one that I still, because I had a really good omoplata back on the day. And I remember there was like a couple of like variations, you know what I mean, and chains and all that I still remember this day, you know. So that shows like the amount of focus that you can get, as long as you're responsible and you want to take the information that will stay with you long. But yeah, I think like nowadays I have a complete understanding on. I'm happy to pay for things that will make me feel good in my head, you know, because you work hard and you're always trying to achieve and make things the best you can and deal with everything that comes. But that's important for you to have that energizing, feel good. And that's the fuel. So if that's what makes me happy, I'm going to invest on that. You know what I mean? Like I tell people, you have choices in life. You can go and spend $200 in the valley, have like 10 drinks. Next day you don't remember what happened. You feel shit. You can't even go to training.
They might feel good while they're drinking it, but the thing is like improving yourself as a person is the most fulfilling, happiest thing you can do in life. You know what I mean? Whether it's like growing and evolving, learning a skill, or building friendships and relationships and networking with people. Like this is stuff that's fulfilling to your life. Going and drinking or whatever, or eating something that's, I feel great for 10 minutes. But
some people love to go drinking, and but you have to find what makes you feel, the best. Like as you get, a little bit more maturity, you go, man, these things make me feel awesome. That thing, okay, well, that's where I'm going to go.
Investing
without what other people think, without other people thought that you should do it, man, it's you. It's your life.
Exactly.
But I think like what I said before is like, the more you kind of gravitate towards investing in what improves you as a human being and a person,
100%.
You're going to find fulfillment in that always.
True.
You know what I mean? And like talking about with the private stuff before and with what Fred said about taking accountability of yourself, like this stuff, it's uncomfortable at the time, but it's the most fulfilling thing you can do because you just improve and get better. And whenever you're moving forward in life or in anything, you always feel better about things.
Yes.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, and a follow. Check out all our different social media platforms. There's heaps of content coming out. There's different snippets and content on different platforms. So make sure you're on everything. And again, if it helped you out, recommend to somebody else, and hopefully it'll help them out too.